to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground with Bigsby to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
It's a pickup of 3.
Bigsby once more. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And the first down. It's a gain of 10. Results in a first down.
Here's a give to Bigsby. Still going inside the 20. And down to the 7-yard line. 58 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
At the Vikings' 8-yard line.
Here's Steve Young. A dump off to Forte. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short.
Take Bigsby. A 6-yard touchdown run. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Vikings nothing.
So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go, set. 60 by 6, 60 by 2.
Here's Cunningham from the gun. He'll drop this down to Peterson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. From the 42 now. Here's 2nd and 2.
At the 42-yard line.
Cunningham looking to throw. On target to his running back, Adrian Peterson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. And he'll decide to keep this once more. Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard
Cunningham. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down.
Ready. Ready.
Here's Cunningham. Here's a screen to Powell. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 6-0 our score after one. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Come on, set. Ready.
Cunningham to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Vikings have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And they take the lead here at 7-6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know.
And a good stiff arm and some space to run. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 89 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
Give him a couple on the run there. It'll be 2nd and 13. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Yards remaining on 2nd down. Another run by Bigsby. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Here's 3rd and 10.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
Now a handoff to Bigsby. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Young and the offense staying put. They're going to go for it. Young now throwing on 4th down. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by the all-time interception king, Paul Krause. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, 4th and long here, late 2nd quarter. I mean, Charles, you knew that was going to be a very tough play to convert. But now, not only do you not convert it, you give up a pick 6 the other way and give the other team all the momentum.
Well, Brandon, I don't think we ever go into a game where both teams don't tell us that they plan to be aggressive in what they're doing on offense. But there's aggressive, and then there's reckless. And how about this one? In the first half of a close game, that backfired on them in a big way. Now I think they're in a position where they have to take a lot of risks in order to try and catch up.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Bigsby with a carry to begin the series.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A gain of 12 yards. And a first down.
Right back to him on first down. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5.
A run here with Bigsby.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
A 7-yard gain. That's another first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
He's going to air one out.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked off by Paul Krause. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him?
Greetings from just across the New York-New Jersey border in New Jersey at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. So good to have you here with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson getting set for kickoff here. Greg, no matter how many ways we look at this game, it always comes down to one stat, doesn't it? How you taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it's just so crazy, Mike, that every single week, no matter how complex these matchups get and how many factors there are to determining who wins and who loses any game in the NFL, at the top of the list, the most important metric that everybody studies, can you protect the ball on offense and can you take it away on defense? And I don't think today's matchup is any different. Can you be aggressive and take care of the ball? And on defense, if you get your opportunity to take it away and give it back to your offense, you've got to make the play.
On the carry, this is Nick Chubb. And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
Trap 60, trap 60. Get it. Mustang 19. Ready.
First carry for David Montgomery. And nothing doing there. Only back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be an early 3rd down coming up.
It's 3rd down and 4.
And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and they have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And he's going to have the Giants first down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot as a gain of 18.
1st and 10.
Here we go.
In motion, it's Golden. Off the play fake. Here's Vick. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop. It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
We'll try to run it here, and it's Chubb. Trying to drive his way forward. I'm not sure he got there. It's going to depend on the mark, but, yeah, he's short. Short, and it's fourth down. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down's looming.
Ready? 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Go.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. Oh, he's trying to get low. Push forward. I don't think he got there. He did not. He is short, and they've turned it over on downs.
Well, Mike, it's pretty clear early in this game the message they want to send is we are going to be aggressive on offense. And that's exactly what they did there, going for it on fourth down early. But it's the defense that comes through and forces the turnover on downs.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And they can continue to generate these big explosive runs. I don't think they need to go away from it.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. A throw behind his man, can't reel it back in. And that'll go down as an incompletion.
And I like this defensive game plan. When you're going against an elite quarterback like this guy, Mike, you have to get bodies in his face. You have to get him around his feet. You have to move him off his spot. Because if he can sit there in rhythm, on time, comfortable in the pocket, he's going to pick you apart. So it doesn't always have to be a sack, but you have to make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down. He lets one go. Looking for Shaheed. Back to the sideline and intercepted.
Well, we're getting a little test here early, Mike, to see just how easy is this team to rattle. Didn't look like they were able to get through that opening script that they had worked on all week. So I'm going to be curious on this next drive. Do they stick to the plan? Do they pick up where they left off? Or is there a little bit of a reaction, or dare I say panic, to come out and make some adjustments in response to that early interception?
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. On play action, it's Vic. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Quick throw here is complete. He's got room past the 25. A big connection to flip the field as they get across midfield on that one.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
On 1st and 10, it's Montgomery. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So that'll do it for a fast-moving first quarter of play. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. More from MetLife Stadium after this. Giants football here to begin the second quarter. So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 3. As we are ready to get back underway. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a first down.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second.
The pressure gets there, and And down he goes. That is Darius Smith getting through there to drop him for a loss of 6. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing now, Vick. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
That's another Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Hawks 70, Hawks 19.
Throwing is Vick. He'll swing this out to Montgomery. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 10-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Montgomery. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Makes it
2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. They've moved the ball well here, but now face 3rd and 2.
Back. Bronco, Panther 11, Panther 11. 19 tight, 19 tight. Let's go.
To throw is Vick. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy.
Oh, and in that spot, Mike, that's just painful. If the throw's not there, you want him to just get rid of it. Throw it 50 rows into the stands. Give somebody a souvenir. But worst case scenario, you've got to get the 4th down and have a shot at 3 points. But instead, after that pick, you come away with it.
2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
A handoff as they try to run it here. Into the secondary, past the 40. Inside the 20. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 74 yards. Touchdown, Minnesota. They'll line it up to kick the extra point. He's got it. The Vikings will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Ready.
To the air, it's Vick. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
1st and 10.
In motion is Golden. Vick going to look to throw. He's going to air this one out. Oh, he's got a defender right with him, and it's an interception. And the Vikings are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Here we go. Shot.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flushed to his left. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
From down near his goal line, he'll look to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
Come on, come on. Go.
They will indeed go as they look to throw. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. A chance here to draw level before the break. It's first and goal. Here's Chubb. And that's a productive run. He gets this one down to the 4. Inside the 5, it is second and goal. Now, Vick. A look to the end zone, and it's broken up. Incomplete. There was no space, no separation that time. That's going to bring it to third and goal.
Brings up third and goal.
Chubb is into the end zone. Touchdown, Giants. So on third and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on 4th down. Taking care of it on the 3rd down for the touchdown.
Yeah, and when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Let's go.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Giants going to call their 3rd and final timeout. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock. He'll drop to throw. He lets one go. Looking for Shaheed. He's got it. And he will dive into the end zone. 73 yards. Touchdown, Minnesota. They get the job done in the air. Greg, that is a play we see often. It's also a play we see work very often.
Mike, that 4 vertical route, it puts a ton of pressure on the secondary. But in order to do that, you have to give your quarterback time for those receivers to get downfield. Give credit to the offensive line. That's exactly what they did. They're able to take advantage for the strike.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Here's Vick. He'll find his tight end. It's Kobe Parkinson. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Gain of 10 yards.
Cougar
And
19.
the Giants first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Let's go.
To throw, here's Vick. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half.
That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Josh Jobe. Into space. And he's going to take this match all the way. Touchdown, Vikings. What a spectacular take back for the score. just west of the world-famous Las Vegas Strip. We're at the site of Super Bowl 58, Allegiant Stadium, here in Las Vegas. And thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. Buckle up, partner. I think this is going to be an aerial show. Both of these teams giving us the hint that the ball's going to be in the air a lot in this one.
Oh, no question. I think both teams were very clear in our weekly meetings that that was going to be the plan. And what we see right now in today's modern football, Mike, is the direct correlation between explosive plays, in this case, two teams that rely on those explosives coming in the passing game, and the direct ability to score points. At the end of the day, this is who can score the most points. And if you want to score points today, it's going to become by throwing the ball deep, downfield, as often as you can.
Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he's going to be hit and dropped behind the line. Great push upfield defensively. What a way to start this one.
You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward?
The reception belongs to Mac Hollins. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That one good for 26 yards.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Here's Jacobs. Has some room inside the 30. And he'll be taken down. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Jacobs. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last. You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
And that's over everybody. Out of the back of the end zone. It is incomplete.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way.
He puts it up, and it's caught. Dalton Kincaid. Touchdown, Raiders. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for for this offense.
The PAT, up and good. And the Raiders will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
They'll begin with a zone read. Probably should have given that one up. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
And this defense not fooled by the option. They stick with the running back, and they get him down for no gain.
Clearly the plan on offense was to establish the run a little bit on this drive, Mike, but the defense is having none of it. First and second down stop, no gain. Now it brings up a 3rd and long. We'll see if they try something else.
Forced to his right. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Sacks are drive killers. There is no greater correlation between a defense getting off the field and the ability to rush the quarterback. And when they come on 3rd down, that number just goes up.
Come on. Ready?
They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. That's incomplete. Daring call on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down.
You know, Mike, I'm all for being aggressive. There are definitely times where you have to go for it on your side of the field. I'm just not sure if at this point in the game, this was one of them.
Made out on 1st and 10. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's May. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
I'm not so sure he would have picked up the 1st down had they connected either way, but still, disappointing outcome to not at least get a handful of positive yards on that last one.
2nd and 10. They'll go play action with May. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
That one complete to Holly. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the 1st down. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. Going to give the ball over on down.
Turnover on down.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
The RPO, that one is complete. And they're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Ready, ready. Stop. Ready, ready.
Now they'll set up to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. They'll come up here. First and 10. Back to the air one more time. On the run to the right. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
At some point, you would just like to see that internal clock start to speed up. The longer the play goes on, the more vulnerable you become as the quarterback. Get rid of the ball, but no matter what, you have to avoid the sack.
Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play.
19 Tiger, 19.
He'll look to throw. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Christian Roseboom. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys first and 10 in the red zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
That's caught by Tyler Lockett. And the Raiders are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
That's good for a Las Vegas first down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
May going to look to throw. To the goal line and in. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Vegas. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown. And, Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field, and results in a nice touchdown.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Here's Smith to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Vikings take over first and 10.
Got
At
it.
their
Ready?
own 27-yard line.
Come on, come on. Ready?
They'll look to throw here on first down. In trouble, and down he goes. They'll throw out of the gun. That's caught downfield by Smith. A A big connection to flip the field as they get across midfield on that one. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
A 41-yard gain. First down, Vikings.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10.
First and 10.
Cougar 19.
In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. Shaheed with the catch. And he'll take it on in. Rashid Shaheed. Touchdown, Minnesota.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle four, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
Is good. Makes the score Raiders 14, Vikings 7.
So, still the matter of 6 seconds remaining in this half. And the kick's away.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's May. Open man downfield is Hollins. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. We have hit halftime. Going to take a quick break, come back, second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The third quarter begins with a run. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 7. Back to throw. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Vikings 1st down. It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Minnesota.
They'll turn and hand this one off. He's beyond midfield to the 45. And he's going to be taken down. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards.
They'll stay on the ground. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 44-yard line.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
3rd down and 10.
Here we go, set.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. That's going to be caught. And And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up fourth down.
Come on, come on.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He's got his tight end, Hawkinson. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. They pick up 27 and convert on fourth down. So not quite first and goal. It's first and 10. They're pretty close. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal.
Brings up second and 10. At the Raiders' 10-yard line.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That is caught back corner of the end zone. Rashid Shaheed. Touchdown, Vikings. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. Now the try here for the point after. He's got it. And the Vikings will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And a good run there. It'll get him 5 yards.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second and 5. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Blake Cashman. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
Get the Eagles! Get the Eagles! Ready?
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And he will take this into the end zone. What a run! Randall Cunningham. Touchdown, Minnesota. That one is going to hurt the defense. He's looking to throw, can't find anyone, takes off, and Greggy takes it the distance for an exciting touchdown run.
And these are the plays, Mike, that just drive defensive coordinators crazy. You had all of his targets covered up, nowhere to go with the ball, and next thing you know, he gets out of the pocket, takes it all the way with his legs. He's just as dangerous with those feet as he is with his arm.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Crazy!
To throw on first down is May. He'll get this one out to Jacobs. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding him to just a short gain.
He has Rocket over the middle. And he will be taken down. A big pickup on what will be the final play of this third quarter. So we are through 3. This is Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
I got him, man. I got him. Hey, what's that?
Off the play fake, it's May. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. This duo, dynamite. 18 yards on that connection, and another first.
First down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
May to throw again. That's to the left side where he's got Kincaid. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Double as good there. They get the first down and save a timeout.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs.
The back of the end zone. He's got it. Matt Holland. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A huge touchdown there in the fourth quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? You're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
So it is back to a one-point game now in the fourth quarter as they kick it away. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. He'll get this out to the left flat.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
This crowd into it now as we get to third down. They'll drop to throw. He'll go right and find his running back. And he puts his head down and he picks up the first down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
They're trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now timeout Vegas. That is their second. As they come to the minute 25 left to go in the contest. Second and 7. He'll look to throw. Moving to his right. Throw on the run is complete. Now the Raiders going to use their third and final timeout. Talk things over before third down.
Here we go.
He'll drop to throw. Moving outside the pocket. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. 25 yards. The